just the world's emptiest fridge, but I have just gone to get some stuff to fill it. Genuinely makes me feel like I'm actually going to start a prep, although usually speaking, this kind of stuff, just mixed salad, doesn't come out till late. Because what would tend to happen is I would have 6 meals all set, and they'd all have carbs in to begin with. Because I'll be coming off an off season, where obviously calories and carbs massively get pushed up, my maintenance at the moment is 5,000 calories. So you can imagine how much food that is to eat each day. And I'm dropping down, oh, I had some of that, that's good. I'm dropping down to 2.5 effectively, so I'm almost cutting my calories in half, which isn't really the norm, isn't normally something that I would do. I'd usually drop it by like, say 500 to begin with, wait for the body to bring that into a new maintenance and drop it again, and blah, 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 blah. I don't know what I'm doing out of my hands. Like, make jokes like that as you will. But yeah, it's just a case of that. Oh, this is going to fuck up my OCD. Don't know what to do. I can go there. I can go there. I can go there. It's a different height. Okay, cool. Genius. That doesn't go in the fridge. What was I saying? Yeah, usually that's what I tend to do, is just systematically bring it down. So that way you don't suffer with fatigue really early. You don't just give up, because that's what a lot of people tend to fuck up as well. They would crash down with a diet, get results initially, then get hungry, then think, you know what, I've lost a bit of weight, I'm going to reward myself, and they'll have like a blowout. And then they don't get back on the horse, and then their weight piles back up. And then they go, you know what will work for me? When I did that extreme cut last time, I'm going to do that again. And then they do that again. And then the same vicious circle happens all over again. So going too aggressive typically isn't a norm, and isn't something that I would do for clients, generally speaking. Because I want you to have sustained fat loss, and not just lose a little bit of body fat in a short amount of time, then that means we have to do things properly. And I know I'm very much, oh, I've got another one. Oh, thank God. Is that now going there? No, they can go there. Oh, don't you just love when things work out? And then chicken. Of course chicken. I'm still a bodybuilder at heart. There we go. And just a few extra bits there. But, what was I saying? Yeah, so I'm going to be aggressive from the get-go. It's going to be a 6 to 8 week blast. Only because I know where my calories were, because I've done an off-season to gradually bring them up, and because I just want to bring it back down to a nice sustainable maintenance after I lose the body fat initially. So, this is going to be interesting for me to experiment and me to experience. I haven't gone to the extremes where I'm going down to like 1,500 calories a day and hour and a half cardio a day, because then you have no wiggle room. You will flatten off, like your energy levels will just flatline. You'll just, I won't be able to lift anything in the gym. You won't progress in the gym. At least doing it this way, I know that I'm still going to be progressing in the gym. There's still wiggle room, so I can push my cardio up, I can push my steps up, I can still push the food down. And it's things that I know that agree with my body. It's things that I've done when I was in prep. I've used all these food sources before. I know the results that my body can do, because I tend to drop body fat fairly quickly. So this is going to be a fun experiment. And that doesn't mean it's not going to transfer over to my hypertune style. There might be people out there who want the aggressive fat loss, but we can only be aggressive if we know where you were prior to that. So if you are a guy who is a bit overweight and wants to lose body fat, I'm not going to put you on an extreme cut, because you're not going to get the results you want. There's too much body fat to take off, and it's going to be a prolonged period of time we're going to do it for. But if you're a guy who's somewhat in shape, but wants to start growing muscle, not quite sure where to start, we would initially have to find where your maintenance is being on a meal plan, slowly push it up to see how your body reacts to that, and then we can be aggressive. So it's not a case of, oh, I'm just going to be aggressive for the sake of being aggressive. It's actually a lot of thought behind it. It's a lot of processes that we need to do, and that only happens over time. So if you're not willing to put the time in, there's no point even thinking about doing an extreme cut. And to be fair, like I say, this isn't extreme, it's just more aggressive than I would tend to do. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong how I do it. I believe it's the right way, but someone else might believe it's the wrong way to go about body fat, losing body fat. I just think if you are a client of mine and you want to lose body fat, the best way to do it is to make sure you've got loads of energy, make sure you're not hungry, combat that with a nice, steady, slow surplus and progressive diet drops, progressive increase in cardio, rather than going bang from the start and then nowhere else to go afterwards. So this is going to be a good experiment because I've never done it this way before. I might hate it, but me being me, I'm still going to be dogged, I'm still going to be determined to see it to the end, I'm still going to do it all properly. The only thing I know how to do is to do things 100%. So I'm going to make sure I tick all boxes. All meals will be ready to go. So when Monday hits, I'll be doing cardio, 45 minutes from the get-go, then eating all my meals, training later that day. This is going to be it's going to be a fun start, so stay tuned. I have to get up so early for my day job. This is the start of the cut. This is how we look. It's 5 a.m. and I've got a window cleaning round that I do, obviously, so I fuck them up. And I do about 400 clients a month. So it sounds like it's a lot. Works out about 20 a day. And that is usually condensed in the same area, so. And because it's all in London and traffic's an absolute cunt, I have to get up early so I can eat, get to work on time, do that until early afternoon, go to the gym, and then crack on the online coaching. So that's a typical day for me. I'm usually, let's say I start work at 7, I usually don't finish till 9, 10 o'clock at night, and then up again at 5, and repeat. The goal is to make coaching my primary source of income, hire someone to do the winter cleaning round, and then obviously be a full-time coach. That is what I want. That is what I'm working hard towards. The biggest reason I want to do that is because I want to help as many people as possible. I've been through times where I was depressed and was an insomniac, and I just don't want people to feel like that for any period of time. So if I can help somebody to stop feeling like that for a little while, then I'm going to. And for me, I keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it. Getting into the gym was the reason why I started to feel better, and it gave me the confidence to actually get real help. It's twofold. Went into the gym originally to start getting bigger, and then I wanted to do bodybuilding competitions, and then I started to think, yeah, if I can put myself through a prep whilst being depressed, then depression hasn't gotten control over me, so I've still managed to do what I wanted to do. So imagine how much I could do when I'm not depressed. And that's when I started to get help. I did go to therapy, and fast forward to now, and I feel amazing. Probably don't sound it, I probably don't look it because it's fucking early, but never been in a better place in my life mentally. Never been happier on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, this is why I keep saying that. The gym gave me time to get better. Working towards a goal gave me the time to get better, and if I can help people get physically better, build some muscle and lose some body fat, and it helps with their mental health, gives them more confidence, makes them see themselves in a better light, makes them talk to themselves in a better way, a more positive way, and the conversations in their heads aren't constant negativity, and they don't feel heavy walking around with a grey cloud over their head. then that's mission accomplished. Like my biggest ambition with this coaching is for somebody to turn around and say that I helped them change their life for the better. Not just the physical, but the mental. And that is why I'm more than happy to work until or whenever before it's bedtime. Because if I can help one person, then that's job well done. If I can get 50, 60, 70 clients like that, then I just I feel like I'm enough. I feel like I'm making a positive impact. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Welcome to what is effectively like my office when it comes to the window cleaning job. It's just so important. 31 clients to do today, and then straight to the gym, and then straight home, and then straight into doing online stuff. So yeah, it's just absolutely relentless most of the time. That's just my day. That's just how my days go. I split my days into half, so it's almost like from when I wake up to when I finish, that's one half of my day done, and then completely switch roles into another half of the day. Gym is still obviously very constant for both roles. It's just so important just to get in there and just to feel better, like mentally. Like, I've had such a long day. Sometimes the last thing you want to do is get to the gym and train. But no, I want to, because I know physically I might feel tired, I might feel like shit, but mentally I feel so much better just getting out there. Yeah, it's definitely long days, but like I'm doing a cut, which again you still have to dedicate more time for. Where before in my off season I was doing 20 minutes cardio 3 times a week, I'm doing 45 minutes cardio 6 times a week now, so I need to allocate that time. The training's the same, so the same amount of time is on the gym floor. Just when I do cardio, that's more time I need to find. I'm actually tracking steps. Where in off season I was doing 8k minimum. I'm starting off at 10k now, because obviously I want wiggle room. I want to be able to push the steps and cardio up whilst the food comes down, even though the food is relatively low already. It's just a case of, yeah, I can go up to 12k, 15k steps an hour's cardio if I need to. And it's still finding time to do that, still do 2 jobs at a high level, because I pride myself on my work. I haven't built a business 2 businesses effectively now from scratch without putting the graft in. I know they're completely different roles and not completely unrelated, but being able to retain 400 clients a month every month and build upon that, with this window cleaning company that I have, and clients I've had for years now, they never want to leave because of the standard of work I produce. It's not just cleaning a window, it's showing up on time, doing a good standard to the job, helping out whenever I can. I've got quite a few old people on my round, and I regularly ask them if they need a hand with stuff in the house. Like, I moved one old girl's sofa into another room for her. Another one who I'm actually going to be seeing later today, she always asked me to take her husband's mobility scooter in and out of her car, and the leisure battery. So I know for a fact I'll be doing that today. And so the one thing you're in control of is your reputation. No matter what you do as a job role, your reputation is what you are in control of. It's obviously a reputation of you. So just because you're doing a job doesn't mean you just do that job. There's other things you can do. So like I say, yeah, I'm a window cleaner. I'm cleaning people's windows, but I'm also telling them the day before they're due. I'm also letting them know when they're finished if they're not home. Make payments really easy for them to do. If they're late in paying, I'll send them a reminder. Any extra jobs they want doing, just get done. Like, people want, typically speaking, it's usually the fronts only for most people, but if they want the backs done, just out the blue, yeah, cool, no problem. If you want bigger jobs doing, book me in and I'll find a time for you. And then, as I say, you've also got the the personable side of that, where you do try to do more for somebody. Like, yeah, there's so many odd little things that I do to try and help people. Just because that's just who I am. And that's why I fell into coaching, because I want to help as many people as possible with their mental health. It's just it's just little things as well. Like, yeah, cool, I'm an online coach. Here's a training plan. Here's a diet plan. I'll see you next week. No, it's more than that. Regularly checking my clients, giving them little messages like, how you doing? How's your week going? Give me an update. I was on the phone to a client for an hour and a half last night, just to help him ease his mind. All these things are important to me. They really are, because I don't want anybody to not being able to reach out for help and me to be unavailable or dismissive. And that's obviously, you can see the correlation in both jobs that I have. So all of that whilst doing a cut, whilst doing an aggressive cut. Meal 2 on the go. Literally just a chicken salad I made up the night before. Just put some, what did I put on? Nando's barbecue powder over the chicken as I cooked it. It's fucking banging. That, I've got lettuce, cucumber, peppers, tomatoes, mixed leaves, loads of salt, pepper, and really, really low calorie salad dressing. And that's it. That is it. It's literally, there's no excuse really not to be able to just eat. Especially if it's a meal that you've already prepped, just pick up and go. Like, if you're sitting at your desk, it's easy to eat something like this. If you're out and about like I am, it's easy to stop for 5-10 minutes just to eat. So I've had people in the past be like, oh, I can't eat, I haven't got time to eat. You do. Like, you just do. I'm sure wherever you work, it's not that intense where you literally cannot stop for 5 to 10 minutes to eat. It's it beggars belief sometimes. I mean, I got friends who are nurses who are rushed off their feet. They still have time to eat. It's ridiculous. And with the weather like it is now, very warm. Which in London, you know, it's always hot. It's always sunny. It's like being in Barbados all of the time. I don't understand why people moan about the weather, because that makes you want to eat all fresh stuff all of the time. It's not, London's a shithole, but the food's good. The food is great. And it's only the 3rd day of dieting, and obviously the hunger levels ain't going to be a thing yet. Where I've slashed my calories in half to make this cut more aggressive from what my maintenance is. I'm not hungry. And the hunger levels won't really hit until I want to say 4 or 5 weeks in. So in that meantime, just make the most of that window. That's the plan anyway. So I'm pretty happy with how the start's going. Still got tons of energy. Sleep's still really, really good. But as I say, it's only a few days in, so there's nothing really to rave about. But the biggest thing is flicking that switch to going from bulking / maintenance into a diet phase. Sometimes it can't be easy. You just need to get into a rhythm and a routine from the get-go. If you can do that, you're laughing. So just be organised and be prepared. If you can be consistently organised with preparation, you will not fail. So if you can make your meals in advance, so they're just in Tupperware, in the fridge, you can just pick them up, take them, go. You cannot fail. Because the training is exactly the same. You're still going to train your bollocks off, and you're still going to have exactly the same sessions. And you're still going to be getting stronger. You're still going to be performing at a higher level. You're still going to be getting PBs. You're still going to progress. You're still going to be either lifting heavy or getting more reps every session, especially at the start of a diet phase. It's not until like the depths of a prep where you're fucked that you might not, but up until then you will. So training is going to be exactly the same. Just flicking that switch when it comes to cardio. Because even in off season, yeah, you do need to be prepared with your meals. Of course you do. It's exactly the same principle, but it's more poignant in a diet because you can't fuck about. Meal plan is the best way to diet. Like structured meals, the same meals every single day means that you're going to have very predictable results. Where if you're putting different things into your body and digesting different things and asking your body to do different types of things all the time, You ain't going to be as consistent. Like the fat loss and scale weight just won't be dropping down as fast as you would like. But if you are 100% consistent with the food, your results will be better. Much more predictable. So meal plans are always the way forward, without a shadow of a doubt. Off season, I still believe meal plans are the best because, again, exactly the same principle. You take away all the variables, but you can have room for more variation. Of course you can. And that's a conversation for another day, for another YouTube video after this cut is finished. Because once this cut's finished, I'm going to go into maintenance for the summer, which I've never done. I've never been in a maintenance for a long period of time. And I think that's going to be really tough to have the exact amount of calories in that I'm burning. So I think the most logical thing might just be in a very, very, very small deficit. With you to have like a little off-plan meal maybe once a week or something just to boost that up. But largely speaking, maintenance, I think, is going to be the biggest challenge for me, because dieting's easy. Because if you are organised and you are well structured in what you do, and you apply the same effort you put into training, into your cardio, into getting your steps done, you will lose body fat. Period. You will succeed. And bulking, yeah, of course, it's difficult sometimes when your appetite goes, but it's the same principle. It's you know that you're in the surplus, you know you can train harder, you know you're going to be slapping on muscle, so you don't mind getting a bit fluffy. But maintenance coming out of a diet phase where you're still going to be relatively hungry. I do obviously off the back of a prep, but it's only for a few weeks, if not a month. Where this, I'm planning to do it from June till September, October, which is a long time to be in maintenance. But we'll see. We shall see. It's definitely a challenge I'm looking forward to. This year is all about challenging myself. Not just in the gym, not just in a cut, not just with my body, but challenge myself career-wise. Hence why I spoke about earlier, wanting to make coaching my primary source of income, then hiring someone to do the window cleaning. Would that make me an entrepreneur? I don't know. That's not me. But it's something that I want to challenge myself to do this year. I think I'm bored of being comfortable. I'm just bored of being comfortable to the extent where I'm not pushing myself into trying to develop myself into something better. Of course, I want a comfortable lifestyle, and I could have a more comfortable lifestyle if I get to where I want to get to. But in order to get there, I need to work, and that's translating not just as a bodybuilder, but as a man. As a man, sometimes you need something to push towards that is bigger than your day-to-day. I think I'm finally starting to realise that, yeah, this is actually what I want in life. I want to help as many people as possible. I want to make sure men don't feel that they can't speak out. I don't want men to feel alone. I don't want people to feel like they can't achieve. And they can't. As long as they don't feel restricted and shackled because of depression and anxiety, they can't still achieve, because I'm going to. I will. I'm not depressed and I don't have anxiety anymore, but I used to do. I know exactly what that mindset's like, and sometimes making some posts, it's a bit triggering for me, and I remember those feelings and they do come flooding back. But not something that grips me or holds on to me. It's more of a case that it reminds me how far I've come. It's like, fuck, I was in a really bad place, man. A really bad place. I knew I was going to hang myself in my old house. And just saying that out loud is something that I could never do when I was depressed. And it just shows that, yeah, I have pushed myself in one direction and achieved. And now I'm the happiest I've ever been. Now let's push another part of my life. Let's be happy with my career. So don't get me wrong, window cleaning is great. It served the purpose. It ticks my boxes. It gives me a good lifestyle. That's not my dream job. I don't see myself doing this in my 60s. I actually wouldn't want to be doing this in my 60s. I actually don't want to be working in my 60s, but I'd rather start doing more good for more people in a sphere that I am really comfortable in a sphere where I thrive. I love helping people. I love helping people achieve on a gym floor. I love helping people transform their body. But I love people transforming their minds, man. Like, it's just, if I can get somebody to be in a better place mentally from working with me, dream job. Dream job.